Hey everybody, so it's Sylvia here, the lady in the dress, as a lot of you know me from the different conventions. So I decided to start a YouTube channel so that I can come to you guys and talk about the different things that I've learned at conventions, do some product reviews of the different things that I have found at conventions, different game systems with my kids, give you guys a little bit of a different perspective of things, not just from the gamer. As a lot of you know, I am a gamer, a painter, a mom, a wife, a veteran, all of it. And so what I've decided to do is start, sorry, I'm coming off of being sick, start a YouTube channel to talk about all the different things, all the different aspects of the different products that we find, the different conventions that we go to, and give you guys some insider information, like whether or not it's a family-friendly event, it's a family-friendly product, be able to talk about being able to the storage of the products. You know, is it family-friendly in that aspect? Is your spouse going to be upset because this is going to be strung all over your painting area or the kitchen? Or is this something that can be kind of stored away until you need to use it? Things like that. Things that are really important, but we as gamers kind of forget to look at, but we as spouses really care about. And so what I'm going to talk about today is the Nova Open Tabletop Convention and the Nova Open Charitable Foundation. So we're coming fresh off of Nova a couple weeks ago, and this convention blows my mind. This is the second year that I have attended the Nova Open. It's the first year that I have actually been part of the Nova Open family, and it really is a family. I will copy a link of the interview I did with Mike Brandt as to at the end of the convention. Great interview in my opinion. Really had a lot of fun with it. The couple of talking points that I want to bring up in this video is, I mentioned that we're going to talk about it being a family-friendly event, or if it's more of an adults only, and things like that. So let's just kind of jump into that. We have the Nova Open Tabletop Convention. That is a very family-friendly event. I take my older children with me every year. Well, I say that. They went last year. They weren't able to attend this year due to school. But very family friendly. My husband and I have gone for the last 2 years. We took our youngest son last year. We look forward to taking our younger children, our two youngest girls, with us next year, because it really is a family friendly event. As a matter of fact, Mike Brandt's entire family flies in from all over the country to attend this event and help out and volunteer. And they have multiple families that come in and volunteer for this event and make this happen every year. On top of that, the whole reason why this convention got started was because of Mike Brandt's family. And that's why the charity is there. And so the charity lounge is very family friendly during the day. It's not crowded. Sometimes they'll serve some foods. This year, every day they had popcorn going the entire time they were open. They have adult beverages there, but they also sell soda and water and different things like that. And everything that is made in the charity lounge goes absolutely 100% to charity across the board. The whole convention, it does, but I can speak from experience that whatever is made above the expenses for the charity lounge goes 100% to charity. And so you have, your adult beverages, you have your soda, there's live music in the charity lounge. There is, this year, a couple of different vendors did the keg night. All of that goes towards helping raise money towards the charity. The vendors sponsor the keg so that That way, any drinks that are sold, that goes into the charity, not towards buying those adult beverages. But everybody has a great time. You'll find pickup games all over up there. I was asked to join in a couple of different games while I was up there, and I had a blast doing it. A couple of people were really surprised at me playing. They just don't see me doing it very often at conventions because I'm always doing videos and finding different interviews to do. As far as some of the lessons learned at Nova Open, this year we had a really hard time with the elevators. Come to find out, 2 of the elevators had broken while we were at the Nova Open. And so it took forever to get an elevator. So a lot of people realized that you could use the escalators to get through from the basement where the vendor hall was, the lobby where registration was, and then the hotel lobby where the restaurants and the food trucks and all of those were. So we were on 4 different floors this year, 5 if you count the charity lounge on the rooftop. So you could get to all 4 of the gaming areas and the food trucks by either escalator or the stairs. What a lot of people didn't realize is that if you go over to the Hobby Haven corner, the emergency fire exit stairs are over there, and you could use those to get to the 3rd floor where the seminar hall was, Glowpocalypse was, the let's see what else. Oh, Blood and Plunder was up there. So there were even vendors up there in that area, and so you had to take the elevators up there to get there, or you could take the stairs that were over by Hobby Haven and go all the way up. Everything else you could do by escalator. And then getting up to the rooftop, you had to do that by elevator. But if you were headed up there, you were willing to make that wait. And then, let's see, what are some of the other things? So a lot of the 40K guys were tied up the entire time because the tournament goes from Friday morning till Sunday afternoon. And whenever they have the award ceremony, I mean, it is just go, 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 go. And they are going till early in the morning till late at night. And sometimes early in the morning. So a lot of the guys weren't able to really get to the vendors unless they were on their break. And so what we learned was a lot of the vendors stayed open a little bit later this year on Sunday so that they could accommodate for those 40Kers, which I thought was great and very generous of the vendors. Let's see, what else was there? Family friendly. If you can't get a hotel in the Hyatt where the convention is held, there are hotels right around the corner from there. There's one right across the street. And so if you aren't able to get a hotel because it sells out too quick, don't fear. Go ahead and look at nearby hotels. They are very, very nice. We stayed at the one across the street last year. We stayed at the Hyatt this year. I loved staying at the Hyatt this year because it was convenient. I could get up, get dressed, and I could go downstairs and do what I needed to do for the Nova Open. However, last year it was really nice to stay at a separate hotel because I wasn't getting up as early as the gamers and things like that. So it was a lot quieter in that aspect because the Hyatt is consumed with gamers, and so we are up all hours of the night gaming. We take over the hotel, and so those are some of the things. If you're going to be there with your family, you may look at staying at a separate hotel so that your kids and everybody can kind of enjoy sleeping in and things like that, and then you go and you play your tournaments and things. There were a lot more spouses there this year. That was very nice to see. As a family that goes to this convention, we really enjoyed seeing the different spouses. I loved seeing the additional women there as competitors. That, speaks volumes as to where we are coming as a community, because we want more women involved in the hobby. We want more kids involved in the hobby, because if those kids don't get involved, then the hobby dies. And we certainly don't want it to end with us. So there's that. So consider staying, if you can't get a hotel room with the Hyatt, or if you're taking your families, consider staying at one of the local hotels right across the street. Definitely a con hack for us in the future. If we take our young children next year, we will definitely be staying across the street so that the kids can kind of get some good sleep and be able to ensure that they can enjoy the convention the way that we want them to. Our kids are very well versed in conventions, and they will have their run of the place. So, and I have no fear with the Nova Open of allowing my children to run the convention, and because people keep an eye out. They don't let kids just run off, and just kind of, we look out for each other. If a kid looks like they're lost, then they probably are, and we're going to get them to somebody on the staff that can help kind of find who they belong to. And that's what makes this convention so great, is that's not always the case in some of these environments. But Nova Open's very big on that. Everybody, the judges wear color coordinated shirts that say, judge on the back of it. The staff wears t-shirts that say staff on them, or a button up. So the staff is very easy to identify. We also wear lanyards that, every attendee wears a lanyard. But on the bottom half of our lanyards is ribbons that say what we do. If it's a black ribbon, it says Board of Directors. If it's green, it says photographer. I had one that said staff. So we end up with these long, and I don't have my lanyard here with me, but we end up with these long rows of ribbons that say everything that it is. And some of them are fun. I had one that said it's all about me, which was very fitting. They really got a kick out of putting that on mine. And then, but they are there to help identify for the kids whenever they don't know where to go, or if they're lost, or scared. They can find somebody with those color coordinating ribbons and help find where they belong. There are signs everywhere that say, this is the Star Wars X-Wing area, or the Apocalypse, or the 40K area, or, things like that. So it's very easy to navigate. If you saw, I did a video this year that says, what you need to know about registration, so that whenever you walk in the hotel, I walk you through literally where to go and show you everything that there is right there. So there's that. Let's see. So it's family friendly, some great vendors. And the thing is that these vendors, they reserve their spots a year in advance most of the time. So a lot of the vendors that are there this year are going to be returning. So if you get on the Nova Open website or Facebook page, you'll see a lot of the same vendors are going to be there, because we really do become a family, and it's important for us to support this charity foundation because it is huge. Speaking of the charity foundation, a lot of you don't know who the charities are. I heard a lot of people asking that this year. We have the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. That is the big one. That is what started this all. And you'll have to look into, some of the videos I did to see Mike Brandt's story and the story of his family. It really is a heartfelt mission that they have here. And so the Breast Cancer Research Foundation is the big one that they give to. Then you have the Doctors Without Borders, and then the Fisher House Foundation. I got involved with Nova Open because of the Fisher House Foundation. It is close to home for me because it is a military organization. They help out veterans, and because our family is full of veterans, my husband is, I am, that's a big deal to us. But so look into, research what the foundations are and the different charities that we donate to, because this is a big deal to us. That's why this convention is so big. Over 3,000 attendees this year, which is huge. They're competing for the largest convention in the country right now, independently ran. So it's a big deal. They are quickly growing, and they are definitely on the map of a lot of attendees. They are a invitational, a tournament for 40K, so it's a big deal. let's see. So the charities, that's what I got for right now, guys. So we will talk to you guys soon. And I look forward to coming to you guys for more convention reviews, more convention need to knows, how to make the convention a better one for next year for you guys. And oh, I wanted to tell you guys, we have the food trucks every year. But what a lot of you guys didn't know is right around the corner, the restaurant in the hotel shuts down and doesn't serve coffee. Well, we as gamers need our coffee. And so right around the corner, in the same building, but you have to go outside and around. If you leave the building, you go to the left and you will have a Starbucks there. There's a little pizzeria there. Right around like if you cross the street going out the doors and over a block or so, you'll find a McDonald's there and a Walgreens. I heard a lot of people saying, oh man, my batteries died on my figures and my model, and it's lit up and I really need this, but they weren't able to buy the batteries that they needed. A lot of people said that they were just over the food trucks and they needed some real food. So I will be doing some research for next year's convention to see what restaurants are around the area other than the food trucks, just so that you can expand out a little bit. The hotels, there's the pharmacy, the Walgreens or CVS that was there, just a block away or so. And then the big one is the coffee. I really went hunting for coffee a couple of times, and the hotel restaurant was like, sorry, we're out. So I had to go around the corner to the Starbucks, but that was nice to have there. So yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon. I look forward to coming to you for more product reviews and conventions. Bye.